Ahoy, viewers! Today on Enterprise Epics, we dive deep into the vast ocean of the fast food industry to uncover the tale of a giant that once ruled the seas, Long John Silver's. Not just a character from the beloved Treasure Island novel, but an iconic name in seafood fast food. Imagine stepping into a place surrounded by oceanic vibes, waves crashing in paintings, perhaps a ship's helm greeting you. And as you leave, you're beckoned to ring a bell signaling a delightful experience. That's the charm of Long John Silver's. At its peak, this seafood haven was the undisputed ruler of its niche, holding 2/3 of its market. But as with any epic, waves of challenges soon crashed its shores. Even giants like McDonald's and Popeyes began to chip away at its market share. Fast forward to today, and the dominance has shrunk. So, how did a company that once held such a vast empire find itself navigating such stormy seas? Diving back in time, the story begins in 1929, in the quaint town of Shelbyville, Kentucky. Jerry Lederer took a bold step amidst the looming Great Depression, opening a humble burger joint, White Tavern Shop. Despite adversities, including World War II's food and labor crises, Jerry adapted and evolved. Then came a vision. Why not offer something different from the conventional? The result? Jerry's Five and Dime, a forerunner in roast beef sandwiches, much before giants like Arby's even surfaced. But not all ventures meet instant success. The sandwich adventure short-lived, Jerry reverted to hamburgers. The 1960s was a transformative decade for America in many aspects, not the least of which was the rise and solidification of fast food culture. The giants of the industry like McDonald's and Burger King had already cast their anchors deep into American dining habits, with burgers, fries, and shakes. Yet in this vast sea of beef and buns, Warren Rosenthal saw an uncharted territory: seafood. Warren Rosenthal wasn't a newcomer to the food industry. Before his envisioning of Long John Silver's, he had been involved with the company Jericho Inc., which operated other restaurant chains. It was this experience and an innate understanding of the restaurant business that enabled him to see potential where others didn't. Seafood traditionally has always been a bit more challenging to handle than other meats. It's perishable, and its taste can vary significantly depending on its freshness. In a fast food setting, maintaining consistency in seafood dishes was even more daunting. Yet, Rosenthal was undeterred. He recognized that if executed right, a seafood-centric fast food restaurant could fill a significant niche. Named after a fictional pirate from Robert Louis Stevenson's novel, Treasure Island, Long John Silver's began its journey in Lexington, Kentucky. It was a risk, introducing a menu filled with fish, shrimp, and other seafood delights in a market dominated by burgers and chicken. But perhaps it was this novelty that set Long John Silver's apart. The restaurant's thematic design and nautical atmosphere provided patrons not just with a meal, but an experience. Its signature batter-dipped fish and crunchy shrimp, combined with the unique ambiance, made it an instant attraction. The success of the first outlet made it clear that there was a market for fast seafood, and Long John Silver's was poised to tap into it. The restaurant chain began to expand, and by the 1970s, it was becoming a familiar sight in many parts of the U.S. Warren Rosenthal's vision wasn't just about introducing a new food genre to the fast food world. It was about consistency, quality, and providing an affordable seafood option to the masses. Under his leadership, Long John Silver's carved its identity, making seafood accessible to countless Americans. In the annals of fast food history, many chains have come and gone. Some couldn't adapt to changing tastes, while others couldn't maintain consistency. Yet, Long John Silver's, with its unique offering and strong leadership, managed to sail through the turbulent waters, establishing itself as America's premier fast food seafood chain. This was the golden era. With fast food's rising popularity and their unique seafood spin, they exploded in growth. A decade later, they had over 1,000 outlets. But, as we've seen throughout history, empires face challenges. The late 1980s were a time of transformation and introspection for many businesses. The fast food industry was no exception, with competition intensifying and market dynamics evolving. For Long John Silver's, this period was marked by both external pressures from competitors and internal concerns about the sustainability of their business model. By 1989, the decision-makers at the helm of Long John Silver's began to recognize a significant vulnerability. The company, like many others, had diversified its interests into multiple ventures. While diversification can often be a protective strategy, ensuring that a downturn in one sector doesn't cripple the entire organization. There's a flip side. Spreading oneself too thin can lead to a lack of focus and dilution of the core brand value. The leadership at Long John Silver's felt the weight of this predicament. They recognized that their multi-brand strategy might be obscuring their identity in the eyes of the consumer. This realization, compounded by the aggressive strategies of competitors and the shifting landscape of the fast food industry, led to a crucial decision. It was time to double down on their core competency. They would focus solely on what they did best: seafood, fast food. By 1991, this vision became a reality. The company began the process of divesting from its other ventures, allowing them to redirect their resources, attention, and marketing might towards Long John Silver's. This strategic shedding of their ancillary businesses was not just a financial move. It was a declaration of identity. It marked their commitment to championing and refining the Long John Silver's brand. In essence, it was a return to their roots. By focusing solely on Long John Silver's, they aimed to fortify their position in the market, cater better to their target audience, and navigate the challenges of the ever-evolving fast food industry. Long John Silver's strategy to specialize in seafood resulted in rapid expansion and impressive sales. However, the accompanying debt from aggressive investments began to cripple the company. By 1998, the looming threat of bankruptcy overshadowed their sales achievements. In subsequent years, the company underwent several acquisitions, most notably by Yum Brands. Yet, under the new ownership, the decline persisted due to changing consumer health preferences, increasing competition in the seafood fast food niche, operational inconsistencies, and economic downturns affecting consumer spending. Despite its distinctive position in the market, Long John Silver's struggled to adapt to these challenges, highlighting the need for significant brand evolution. Yum Brands attempted to harness the strengths of both A&W and Long John Silver's by pairing them, aiming to offer a diverse menu and attract a broader customer base. However, the combination faced significant challenges, mainly due to the blurring of their distinct brand identities. Both brands had deep-rooted histories and clear unique selling points, A&W with its classic American vibe, and Long John Silver's as a seafood specialist. The co-branding confused loyal customers and created operational hurdles, from menu management to dual-brand marketing. Recognizing the issues, Yum Brands strategically decided to discontinue the pairing in 2011, focusing on their more profitable and globally scalable brands. And, let's not ignore the elephant in the room: health concerns. In an age where health consciousness is rising, deep-fried foods raised eyebrows. Despite efforts to diversify, their Big Catch meal was deemed the worst meal in America in 2013. Ouch! But remember, epics are not just tales of rises and falls. They're about resilience and hope. Before we sail further, if you're enjoying this dive into Long John Silver's journey, consider subscribing to Enterprise Epics. Stay tuned for more intriguing tales of businesses, just like this one. In 2014, Long John Silver's faced public health criticisms, which led to significant changes in its offerings. The company revamped its menu to include healthier options and phased out trans fats from its meals. Fast forward to today, the brand has continued to adapt by emphasizing its franchise-driven model, committing to sustainable seafood sourcing, and expanding its digital ordering and delivery services, responding to the shifting consumer preferences and the changes brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. So, where does Long John Silver's stand today? It's not the giant it once was, but it remains a testament to adaptability and resilience in the ever-evolving fast food industry. It's an open sea out there, with waves of challenges and opportunities. As we wrap up, hit that like button and subscribe to Enterprise Epics for more captivating stories from the world of business.